Running a business shouldn't feel like surviving a software group project. One app for accounting, another for inventory, another for sales, and somehow, none of them talk to each other. That's where Odoo comes in, an all-in-one business management software that brings every part of your business together, from sales and accounting to inventory and marketing, all in one powerful platform. No messy integrations, no bouncing between tabs, and best of all, no spreadsheets. Stop managing software and start managing your business with one unified system. Try for free today at odoo.com. That's ODOO.com.
This is the Washington Times front page for Monday, July 20th, 2026. Thanks for starting your week with us. I'm George Gerbo. The U.S. conducted airstrikes against Iran after an Iranian attack on a base in Jordan killed at least 2 American troops. Ben Wolfgang reports U.S. Central Command said the latest round of American strikes over the weekend targeted Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps troops thought to be responsible for the assault that killed American service members in Jordan on Friday. Footage released by the U.S. military appeared to show strikes carried out by fighter jets and by Tomahawk cruise missiles launched from the sea. The conflict is accelerating and spreading across the region. The U.S. Embassy said a specific and credible threat led Jordanian authorities to evacuate the international airport and seaport in Aqaba on Sunday. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is pleading for more U.S.-made Patriot missile interceptors after a Russian missile and drone attack left 1 dead in Kyiv. Ben Wolfgang reports Zelensky said in a social media post Russia had launched more than 40 missiles and 120 drones in the attack, which reportedly sparked fires across 5 districts in the capital. It was the latest in a series of increasingly aggressive Russian assaults against Kyiv and other key cities in Ukraine. The Kremlin is seeking to leverage Ukraine's dwindling missile defense capabilities to extract sweeping concessions from the government. States that work with the Trump administration to clean up voter rolls can receive more taxpayer money for the process, but those that refuse could face fines and penalties. Stephen Dinan reports Homeland Security Secretary Markwayne Mullin said some states' voting machines are vulnerable to manipulation and that states must patch their systems. He told states to work with the department to scrub their voter lists to delete names of those who are deceased and non-citizens. For states that don't cooperate, he said his department will try to review the public data and spot false names on their lists. Pennsylvania Senator John Fetterman has threatened to leave the Democratic Party if it advocates not providing U.S. support for Israel. Mary Bell reports Fetterman told NBC News he has no plans to leave the party for now, but he drew the line on letting Israel fend for itself without U.S. support. A pro-Palestinian faction in the Democratic Party has grown into an influential force, and public opinion polling also reflects the shifting dynamics. Data from Gallup surveys showed that for the first time in more than 2 decades, Americans sympathize with Palestinians more than Israelis. And finally, Susan Ferricchio takes a look at the implementation and impacts of socialist policies by political leaders. In New York City, sales of luxury apartments priced at $10 million or higher fell after the July 1st implementation of Mayor Zohran Mamdani's tax on high-end, non-primary homes. And in Richmond, California, Mayor Claudia Jimenez threatened to put a refinery tax on the ballot and helped to secure a $550 million settlement from Chevron, which operates a refinery in Richmond and is the city's largest taxpayer. Find all today's front page stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page or on the Washington Times app, and find us wherever you get your podcasts. You can also find us on social media at Wash Times for breaking news, sports, commentary, and more. The Washington Times. I'm George Gerbo.